Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is November 12th, 2014, and today is Wednesday already. So looking at the markets, let's start with the euro. Let's start with the economic calendar for this week. Looking at today, we've got some major numbers coming out of the GBP. Okay, GBP claimant count change, which is a major number, and then at 12:30 South African time, Bank of England has its inflationary report. Then later today, we have a few numbers coming out of the euro, and then going into tomorrow, it's going to be a rocky ride towards the end of the week. But looking at the markets just today, the euro bounced earlier today, bouncing from 24.10-ish the past couple of days to about 24.90. So that's about 80 pip change on the upside for the euro USD. So we know that it's gotten beaten up really harshly over the past, I would say 3 months, let's say. And we see that it's trading within this range. Now, there's lots of news coming out about this. I would really play, if you're going to take positions, I would really wait until the news comes out to really decipher. If you have positions already, I would really suggest that you put in stop loss and take profits. Because, at this level, it's gotten beaten up so much, okay? It's at weekly lows of, 124, all-time low is 121 for the past 7-8 years. So, it's really at a threshold, the euro, okay? I wouldn't, the downside is much more controlled, I would say, than the upside. Obviously we could go to this 2001 level, seeing how the economic crisis in Europe untails. But, it's a very tricky situation because you're holding at, the threshold of support. And if it does break support, then it could go down to 121, obviously. If it breaks down further than 121, 118, and then, then it's skyfall. Then it's a free fall. So, you really have to play to your strengths. You really have to put in the stop losses, if it does go against you and it does bounce. Because it could bounce quite harshly to 140 again, 130. Not 140, but it probably bounce to 130. So this has really a very, very strong indication that it may continue to go down because, if you look at the momentum, it hasn't really slowed down. There hasn't really been any upticks here. There's no blue bars here telling us that this is going, retracing a little bit or getting stronger a little bit. It's been just a free fall. So, to say that it's going to bounce may be really false. But you always have to keep a tight stop. So that's looking at the Euro USD. So looking at the GBP, major numbers coming out today. The GBP, Japanese yen, up 71 pips, still very strong, retraced a little bit, but still very, very strong, continuing to go up. The Japanese yen still very, very weak. The USD Japanese yen usually lagging, sold off a little bit yesterday, so maybe indication that the dollar is not as strong, and then selling off. But, as we could see here also, it's on its highs. So, major thresholds for the GBP, so I'd definitely be looking at the GBP. GBP USD bouncing a little bit at these levels down here, looking at an 8-hour chart. If we do maintain this resistance here, this support, then I do see that maybe we could go up back to 160, 165. But in the major day today for the GBP USD, so I'd take a look at it. Looking at gold. Gold really bounced nicely yesterday. Look at an 8-hour chart. It bounced harsh on here, retraced back to its bottoms, and now it's bouncing again. So you're going to really have to keep an eye on this to see where it's going. It has a momentum, but it's not really trading in a trend. But like we said, it is still trading. Looking at the Dow Jones here, the Dow Jones still, on its dead highs, but not breaking up so much. And I think we were up a point yesterday in the Dow Jones. People are selling, people are, testing the waters. I still think we could hit 18,000. I think this is still doable. Obviously, this is, it's crazy what it's done over the past month and a half. 300 points on the upside and still shows no momentum to give up. So, I'd really look and continue looking to be bullish on the Dow Jones. Looking at the crude oil here, crude oil just really flatlining here and not doing much. As we say, when this thing is trading, it's trading. When it's not, it's really not. So over the past couple of days, it's really flatlining, not doing much. Looking at the USD ZAR, we hit 130 again, and we're tracing. We're on its close to highs. Okay, we're really on close to highs. But as we said before, there's somewhat of a resistance around 130 level, and we see that it's sold off. If it does, hold this level over here, we could see it retesting 1135 area on the upside. So I'd really take that into consideration, and seeing especially how gold has really depreciated over the past year, it's really a good indication that it might not continue going up. All right, this is Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys a great trading